Reporting on business personal property equipment is a yearly report. New Mexico is a self-rendering state, as many others are, and we had been going through a constant reevaluation of the office, and through that process we identified that of our accounts we weren't having as many responses as we had identified businesses through various mechanisms, looking at city and county issued business licenses as well as other means, identifying a lot of other business owners and identified a lack of reporting. And through that mechanism we identified that I think a lot of business owners weren't aware of their need to report and then weren't as familiar with the reporting form. We had probably about a 30% non-reporting rate for businesses. And we realized that was a large number. Through one of the audits, we identified that, and they had recommended some means as far as mailing additional reports, mailing additional notices when they hadn't reported, and then one of these progressive, your first notice, your second notice of non-filing, and these things. Unfortunately, just the statutory mandates and the deadlines that's set by statute don't allow for that. The previous administration had already been looking at e-file, and then when Assessor Giddings was appointed by the commission, it was something that she had identified, and part of her strategic plan was to do a lot more of community outreach and education of all property owners and taxpayers, including those for business personal equipment. We had been sort of piloting a writable PDF on our website. It's available, the form is there, you can access it, write directly on it, but then business owners actually had to either print that out or scan it and then submit it through either an email or hard copy or fax it in. And we knew that businesses were already taking advantage of that. That was easier than mailing in or coming into the office to drop that off. So the next progression was e-file, and just from that change was huge for business owners. They submitted it, could get their confirmation page. We'll have that information already updated, already inputted in the system for them. It's a lot easier for the business owners to see that, particularly for our small business owners. They don't have to hire an accountant. They don't have to know all this other information. They can go right on there. They know what information they have, and they can just make those edits right on the computer, and then that allows us to put it right into our system. So right on the first year, which we didn't think was going to be huge, we actually had over 500 businesses take advantage of that right in our first year. So we were really pleased with that. I would say it's a great advantage to go paperless. It's, I think, where the demographics are going nationwide. More and more people are taking advantage of that. It's easier, it avoids having to bring in property owners to the office, and this has made it easier for them. It saves them time, not just in filling out the form, but in time in coming into the office and everything else. And that back and forth communication really has gone really well for them. And we've really seen about a 30-35% increase in the amount of people who are filing from year to year, and we're expecting that that's just going to grow exponentially.